What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about Chris Rock, his stand-up. I want to talk about Porsha Williams and her being on The Breakfast Club, and she gets to going in on Tamron Hall, and she's not a journalist. No, Porsha, sweetie, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face, you're not a journalist, okay? You are less than smart, and you coming up against Tamron, girl, because she questioned you about Simon and you didn't get the support. What support did you think you was gonna get sleeping with your ex-co-worker's husband? Because whether y'all was friends or not, she was your co-worker. She was in proximity to you. You were filming all up in her pool. That's never gonna look good, Porsha, to anybody with any sense. I don't care if Fallon got pregnant and ended up, messing around with Jalen. I don't care about none of that. Porsha, honey, tried to use that as a deflection. I congratulated Fallon on her being pregnant. And she did that, to point out, I guess, Fallon was cheating on Simon. But, honey, why y'all go up for that? Why do y'all side with a man that was possibly, and I believe he was abusing a girl? We'll say allegedly, but I believe that man, Simon, was emotionally abusing Fallon. I believe he was cheating on her. I believe there was other women within that marriage due to his culture, due to how he acted right after he got out of the marriage. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you got a man that was married and he already dating like that ain't good either. Okay? And I know so many people want to judge Miss Fallon, honey, and be like, yeah, but she a hoe, she a slut, she was cheating on her husband. Let me say this, and y'all know how I feel about cheating on this channel. I never said to any of you all that cheating was right, but if somebody is dishonoring you, disrespecting you, triangulating you, which is what he was doing with Porsha. And pretty much, I'm going to tell you like this, for Porsha and Simon to get together that soon, I believe that she was possibly talking to him while he was with Fallon. I really do see that. I do. You was around that man. You was cool with the wife. Now, if you would have waited 6 to 7 years and then, you ended up getting with him, that would have been different. I think it would have all been very different for us, right? It would have hit us differently. But Porsha, you was wrong. That was a huge character flaw. That was you showing the world you got low self-esteem. You can't focus on yourself for a little while and heal, because Dennis had just cheated on you. You didn't give that cootie cat no time to heal or breathe, or you didn't. Well, you went to therapy on the show, but you shouldn't have been dating, I don't feel, and you shouldn't have been in no relationship, not with nobody's ex-husband. And it don't matter to me that they broke up. He still had a divorce. The man wasn't even divorced yet. He was still married to Fallon. And then we so in love, and don't ask me about the timeline, but me and myself, I choose happiness each and every night. No, B, okay? You don't choose no happiness each and every night with your co-worker's husband, Okay, it wasn't even her ex-husband. You trifling, and you tried to bring Fallon down. Well, she was cheating. You don't know why she was cheating on that man. Why would she be faithful to a man that's dishonoring and disrespecting her? Y'all need to quit with that logic. Well, Simon told y'all she was cheating. Well, Simon was right. Well, Simon is not innocent. He couldn't find another woman to be with. Okay? He couldn't find nobody else but Porsha. Somebody that was in close proximity to Fallon. Somebody she was hanging with at the club, taking pictures with Shamia. He couldn't find nobody else to do what he needed to do with, to marry. It's all messy. You can't bring down Fallon and lift yourself up. You just as low in the gutter as she is. To me, you worse. And let me say this about Fallon. I'm not mad with Fallon. I heard her and Jalen recently broke up. Okay, they broke up. They had a baby. It didn't work out for whatever reason. It is what it is. I'm not mad at Fallon at all because she actually stands for something that I stand for, which is get over these niggas very quickly and professionally. Okay? And I'm just rolling with Fallon. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth, saying, Miss Robinson, she ain't no better than Porsha. All of it, you guys, is trifling. So y'all can't get mad at Fallon. You know? I don't feel like her or Simon's marriage was real. Like, maybe they really got married, but they didn't really take it seriously because they both, dated people like right after they was through with each other, honey. So, child, at this point, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, but I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to stand on it. I believe Simon was talking to all types of chicks. Because remember, it was a few women coming out while he was dating Porsha that he had, slept with and was messing around with. Okay, y'all like to forget about that. And I think we live in a society where the woman will be looked at worse if she's cheating. It's just like, yeah, she's so wrong. She should have played the game the right way. She should have waited till she was out of that relationship. The man didn't wait to be out of the marriage or relationship. That's fine. We kind of accept that, and we expect that because after all, that's just how men are. Some of y'all subscribe to that. That's why these men, they run amok. And everybody's storyline on these reality shows, you know what it gets deduced to? If their man is cheating on them. That's what it gets deduced to. Like, if the man is cheating, as if these niggas can't get cheated on. Honey, go on and purchase my book, What I Expect from Myself and Others, honey. Okay, and Miss Robinson flipped all that around. Okay, that's a shameless plug, and ain't no shame, honey, in Miss Robinson's game. Head on over to Amazon. It's under Brandy. Brandy is with an I at the end. Robinson. Okay? So, yeah, that's how I feel, honey, about that. Get out of here with that bullshiggity. Okay? Now, before I get back to Porsha and Chris Rock and her being on the Breakfast Club and all the stupid, deplorable, and unforgiving and disgusting things that Chris Rock said about Will and Jada, before we get to that, okay, congratulations are in order because we got Miss Phaedra Parks will be joining Married to Medicine. Yes! Yes. Baby, Married to Medicine is one of my favorite reality shows right now. So that's a big deal to me. Phaedra, don't mess it up, though. Don't mess up the integrity of Married to Medicine. Don't come on there lying. Don't even be bringing up Candy. I can't imagine why she would, but yeah, like, I never, though, felt like Phaedra needed to be fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. All the deplorable and disgusting things that all the women have did over the years, and Phaedra is the one that deserved to be fired because Candy, Billy Goat, Taurus, Bull, I can hold a grudge. I have selective outrage for different things, okay, that I pick and choose to be upset about, honey. Like, it was Candy that, like, stayed mad all throughout the years. Oh my God, Phaedra could have changed my reality. Oh my God, nobody believed. I know, some of y'all rolling your eyes, you sucking your teeth, but nobody believed that dungeon stuff. It just seemed far-fetched. Your reality did not change, Candy. You just wanted to control the show. You wanted to use one thing, and just hold it over Phaedra's head. You did that to Porsha. You held it over her head. I'm not at all saying, you guys, Candy didn't have the right to be upset, but like the way she holds on to things, and like she's so outraged by it, right? But yet you thought it was okay, Candy, for your mother to disrespect your fiance, your husband, Todd. You thought throughout the years that was okay for her to dog and put him down, and you just, that's just my mom, you know, like you don't have any morals or values or scruples when it comes to that. But like this dungeon thing, then you ended up doing a whole dungeon tour. You made money off of it. Girl, like, let me stop talking about it. But I saw all the stuff that like Kenya had did throughout the year. Well, Kenya never lied, but she flirted with somebody's husband. Okay? Like, Kenya didn't look good, guys. Them first, couple of seasons on Housewives. What was it, from season 5 to like, maybe I want to say Season 10 is kind of maybe when people really started liking Kenya. Some of y'all liked her all throughout, but Kenya was Miss America. No, not Miss America. Miss USA. Look, let me get it right. Okay, I stand to be corrected. She was Miss USA, but she was Miss USA that had low self-esteem, because we saw the low self-esteem with her personal life. It's in your personal life where people can see if you have low self-esteem, and that's what we saw with Kenya. That is, like, you can't make no relationship work. You got all these issues, all this trauma, and you was flirting with Apollo, pushed him in the pool. You don't touch another lady's husband. And then some of y'all go up for Kenya, and the people that go up for Kenya are so weird, because these same people, they will go in on Porsha, but they ignore all of the stuff that Kenya did. Yeah, she's just so pretty. She's so smart. She's so this. She has low self-esteem. Period. Okay, tried to talk about Nene like a dog. Okay. How did we get on Kenya, honey? It's just, I know y'all like, girl, get to the point, honey. So Dr. Contessa is out. Contessa should be out, because all she did was come back to the show and act as if we didn't see all that bullshiggity season 8 that Scott put her through, all his narcissism, and he gaslighting her, making her question and doubt her reality. And then she would go and get support from the other women just to turn on the women when Scott is around at a dinner table. Okay, like, weird. And even, what was it, last season, she tried to call out Heavenly. Heavenly dogged my husband. She called him abusive. He's a doctor. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Somebody's position has nothing to do with their character. Okay? It has nothing to do with it. The man is abusive, Contessa, because of what we saw. He was lying to you, which is an emotional abuse. You didn't listen to Toya. When Toya kept telling you at that one reunion, why you on Instagram taking pictures with your husband? I think Dr. Jackie said something too, like, why you all up on there, but yet you know Scott need to be in timeout because he ain't treating you the right way. He ain't loving on you properly. He got you thinking he talking to other women, sleeping with somebody. You told Giselle you don't know what a man is doing. Like all of that, like chaos and confusion. I guess Bravo had enough of it. I guess she talking about, Contessa said that she walked away from the show. She quit. I don't care if she quit or got fired. She needed to go because what she was trying to do to Heavenly, like use her as a scapegoat and make it seem like Heavenly was the whole problem with her marriage. That was just deplorable and it was disgusting. And I went from having like all this love and respect and care for Contessa. I went from having all of that because she's very ambitious, right? And that's very like, it's very admirable, that a person, cares about their career so much. And I really liked how brave Contessa was. She had, what was it? Was it a mastectomy or something? Like she didn't want to get cancer, like her mother. She still wanted to be around here for her children. And, she got her breast redone all the while, like being on the show. But she went from like being this astute, like doctor, just very intelligent and sharp. And she seemed like a woman that was about something. She seemed like she had substance. And then all of that just came to an end season 8. I feel like the audience stopped looking at her a certain way. The women on the show started looking at her a certain way. You had it to where, I think it was season 8 at the reunion, you have Quad speaking on your behalf. You as a grown woman can't sit up there and answer Andy's reunion questions. Like, you look crazy. It looked crazy. Oh, and on top of it, Dr. G is back and he has a new woman. I hope that his marriage actually lasts. I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, now we know who the problem was within that marriage. I guess because Quad is not married. No, that man was abusive to Quad. He was disrespectful to her. I'm not gonna lie, I did like some of Dr. G, right? He could be funny and silly. And he gave really good advice on the show to the other couples. Like especially when they would go out of town and they would do the couples counseling, like he gave sound advice, but he never applied it to his marriage with Quad. Okay? And people got mad at Quad because Quad wouldn't give him a baby, but she didn't need to have no baby with him because he didn't really care about Quad's value as a woman. It was all about his ego. Oh, I'm a doctor. You're a doctor's wife. Like when somebody looks at you and their whole thought process is you are their wife. So I didn't put you in this box connected to my title. It has nothing to do with your essence. It has nothing to do with what you bring to the table as a human being. Like, that's selfish, it's narcissistic, but we live in a society where a lot of you women, you play along with that. Okay, and y'all wonder why men keep treating women so badly, because a lot of y'all play into that narrative, and I feel like it's disgusting. I want to get some comments from the people about Phaedra coming back to the show. So one person says, not caring about Phaedra's fake appearances, definitely want to see Dr. G and his new baby in love. He deserves all peace and blessings. Another person says, how is Phaedra going to Married to Medicine when she isn't married or working in medicine? Bravo is just throwing stuff together at this point. She's supposedly dating a doctor, honey, okay? And if her and the doctor break up, guess what? She's still good for the show. Okay, Anila is out. Anila should have been out. All that stuff last season with trying to accuse Toya, breaking into her house. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the way they had it set up, it did look like Toya had something to do with what happened at Anila's house. She kept having break-ins, but I just felt like Anila didn't fit with the group good enough. Like, she was disposable, and that's why they getting rid of her, honey. Okay, but yeah, she didn't fit to me. But I see a lot of people are upset that Contessa is not coming back. I like the old Contessa, that was sticking it to Toya, telling Toya, girl, I ain't got time to be coming to your party. Like, girl, you have a party just because you got your grass cut today. Like, I like that Contessa, right? Like, getting Toya together. The Contessa that didn't understand why Toya had a party for paying off her taxes. Okay, like, I like that Contessa, but she lost me once she allowed Scott to gaslight her, and when she wanted Heavenly to take the fall for how her husband was treating her and making her miserable, but she wanted to blame everything on Heavenly. You went to your YouTube channel dragging my husband, the same husband that didn't bring them kids to come see you when you was off at school out of town. Okay, that same husband. The same husband that you thought had a girlfriend. Okay, the same husband that was manipulating those children and trying to turn them against you, talking about how you ain't at the house and you gotta go to school and that's more important. He was like putting little stuff in the kids' heads, you guys. I'm thinking maybe this was season 7. I think, yeah, maybe it was season 7 he was doing that. Yeah, because I think Buffy had to have a talk with Contessa, and Buffy was really supportive of Contessa and the problems she was having in her marriage. Okay, so they, another person said, why take Tessa out an actual doctor to put Faye on a show about medicine? Because if Contessa comes back, she's like a one-trick pony now. She's just going to be having her gun pointed at Heavenly for all the wrong reasons. And I believe Bravo nor did Andy like that. I don't think the viewing audience, whether people like Heavenly or not, I don't think that they like that. Because it's not fair, you guys. I think even though we all don't agree with everything, right? We don't like to see unfairness on our TV screens. Now, Dr. G and his new wife, and you still got Quad on the show. That's messy, but they know that messy makes good TV. Right? So, yeah, that's better than, like what the dog and pony show, honey, that Contessa is gonna do. Another person says, why are you people hating on Phaedra? You go, Faye. Get that bag, knock the haters off. I know that's right. Another person says Phaedra is a lawyer, therefore she is not a doctor. Another person says, yes, I love Phaedra. But Married to Medicine, though, you guys, is such a good show. You got couples that are actually married and, they actually share their real issues. It's not none of that fake stuff that housewives do. You got Kenya when she was in her long distance marriage. We ain't got none of that bullshiggity on Married to Medicine. That's why I told y'all I can't respect Kenya like that. Like that marriage to Mark. It was just for the show. You had that baby because you wanted a baby, right? And that's cool, but be honest and upfront about it. It's like it's so fake. You got Porsha, had a boyfriend every season, was trying to get pregnant. Everything is so like fake. Like, ugh. Let me calm down. I'm for real, guys. I used to love Real Housewives of Atlanta, especially over Married to Medicine. But Married to Medicine has like a sense of integrity about it, and I really hope. I love Phaedra, don't get me wrong, I really do. I think she's positive. I think she's funny. And Phaedra can reach, the girls down. She's very astute. She's very intelligent. She has a great vocabulary, just like Miss Quad. Miss Quad. She got it. She got it. I know they gonna be real cool. And both of them are exes of Gregory, so it just all fits with Dr. G and his new boo, and but I just don't want her getting on here like, don't do nothing fake. Don't bring this grade A reality show down with any bullshiggity. Okay, like, you can keep Apollo, if he gonna be out here acting all felonious, honey. Okay, like, I'm pretty sure we may have to see Apollo because she still got a co-parent with him. But yeah. Okay, let's get to some more people are saying, no, I love Dr. Contessa. Oh, they said that Phaedra is a mortician. That's medicine. Kinda. In a whole bury them type of way. Okay. And Bravo loves Phaedra. Why do y'all think she kept going on them Ultimate Girls trip shows? Okay, they love her. She's great TV. Okay, they just couldn't put her back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the best time for her to have come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta would have been for season 10. She should have came back at least for one season. It would have mattered the most season 10, season 11 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? But now Nene ain't on there, Porsha ain't on there. It just ain't no reason for her to really be on there. The show is going down, honey. The wrong road, the wrong road. Let me get to what I was on here to talk about, honey. Okay, because Miss Robinson just be talking. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to play this Chris Rock clip really quick. We're going to have to be in and out, honey, like a bank robbery, okay? And then I'm going to read the comments, and I will be responding. I was so pissed off. Y'all know I dragged him all of 2022 over this.
Smith practices selective outrage. Because everybody knows what the happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any entanglements. I did not have any entanglement. And then for people that don't know, what everybody knows, his wife was her son's friend. I normally wouldn't.
So, Chris Rock, I got to interrupt it right now, guys. So you went from talking about Jada's hair, or the fact she has no hair. Okay, she would look good in the new G.I. Jane movie, which was very corny. The joke wasn't even funny. Some of y'all are just so like I'm disgusted by some of y'all. Because y'all defend bullshiggity like this. Y'all don't even understand how weird this man is, like how obsessed he is with the Smiths. You already said that about her hair. You wait a whole year just to say even more disrespectful stuff. And I know Will is somewhere looking at his watch, looking to pull up and smack you again, and I couldn't blame him. You need to be popped again. You need to be football tackled to the damn ground. I wouldn't be mad. Okay? Pookie. Okay? You look stupid. Like you keep regurgitating the same stuff that has been out here about the Smiths for years. You just look stupid to me. And nobody was even talking about you, Chris Rock. Nobody was even talking about you or your career before that Oscars moment. You came for Will the way that you did because, well, you came for Jada, but that's Will Smith's wife. You knew he was going to win that Oscar that night, and you just knew, I need to come for him. See, why you not going for Denzel? Why you not going for other people? You go for the people that you are jealous of. And people do it all the time, guys. Have you ever seen somebody that's obsessed with you? Okay? Just obsessed with you. I used to work at this job. And I promised to God, guys, I would come in all the time, do my job, put my head down, and, do my work. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. I had so many men obsessed with me. Why she don't speak? Why she didn't acknowledge me today? I don't even notice these people. I'm just coming in, la, 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 on my easel, like I always do. La, 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 doing my job. Nowhere on the application did it ever say to talk to a whole bunch of niggas on the job you're not interested in that are unavailable. Okay, some of them already got wives and girlfriends, but they feel like you owe them some attention. I ended up getting, or I shouldn't say getting, I also had a female boss that was obsessed with me. This ugly ass white lady. She was ugly, like a dog in the face. Woof. Okay. She began trying to do some slick stuff. She began trying to, and not trying, actually like getting me in trouble and coming up with lies. And like, when I tell y'all, people in this world is just so weird. Okay, it's just so weird how you could be doing all the right things, minding your business, and you have people that just like to bother you. But yeah, the lady just it seemed like out of nowhere, guys, just kept bothering me, bringing my name up in conversations. And, if I would be talking to somebody, she would take, whatever, the interaction I had with the person, run back, tell other people, try to make me look bad. She called him stupid. She called this man dumb. Now, mind you, I could be just playing with the person, we laughing, but everything was to make me look bad, to bring me down, get me in trouble. And then towards the end of that job, I stopped talking to everybody. That way nobody can take anything that I say, use it against me, try to get me in trouble over some dumb bullshiggity, honey, okay? And then they all complained about that collectively. Oh, she coming in here not talking to nobody. She thinks she better than somebody. Okay? And I'm just on my easel, la, 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 just minding my own business. And I'm just not understanding it, like so confused. Like, why can't people just mind their own business? So I said all of that to say this, because maybe it's me, you guys. Maybe I'm the crazy one. But why people can't mind their business? Why Chris Rock can't mind his business? Why he can't just go back to doing his little 90s comedy that don't nobody care about? Why do he keep using the Smiths for clout? Then they all made a big deal about, I guess, Jayden saying something on Twitter. Like, I guess he had a picture or something of Martin Lawrence cracking up or whatever. And, allegedly it was a dig at Chris Rock. So what? Jaden can say whatever he want to say. He could feel however he wants to feel about somebody constantly targeting his parents. Shout out to the Impressive channel. I believe she did some commentary on this whole Chris Rock, Will and Jada situation. And even in her video, she admitted to the fact that it's just very weird how Chris Rock keeps talking about Jada like he is so obsessed with her. And I believe he is obsessed with Jada because maybe in the past she turned him down. And that's another thing I witnessed at that particular job I was telling y'all about. This man, he actually had a girlfriend. And he actually was a so-called Christian too. Chased me into a bathroom. Because he wanted attention from me and I wouldn't give it to him. I had literally had to tell my supervisor, tell that man, don't talk to me, don't look at me. You guys, I would come in every day. He's just staring at me. That stuff is so weird. Y'all have to stop being weirdo psychos. You go mess around with like me and get a harassment report. And that's what I said. And I didn't have no problems out of that man after I told that supervisor. Because I like using the word harassment. Because I know that'll get you up off of me. Okay, you'll stop all that obsessive, psychopathic behavior. But yeah, like people, you guys, they are weird. Like if you turn them down, like it's like they will bully you. That particular man, once I turned him down, he began talking to other coworkers about me. And just went around doing like this smear campaign. Oh yeah, because people, like especially men, they will like try to bully you into submission. And I don't play those games. Y'all know how no nonsense and how ruthless I can be on this channel. I don't play them games in real life, okay? And ain't no need for me to call the police or to get a security guard. I become the police and the security guard and the lawyer. Okay? So, honey, when I tell you I don't be playing with these crazy psycho weirdos, okay, like we live in a country now where like people are obsessed and they like have this weird mental illness. And to me, when I see Chris Rock talking about Will, talking about Jada, if Will forgave the entanglement situation, why are you mad? Why are you like in it, crackhead? Don't you got a part 2 of Pookie, like a movie you need to be working on revolving that character? Like, what did you do? Like, you look so weird and pathetic and stupid. And y'all that is going up for him. Oh, I thought the special was so good. Chris Rock, he's so smart. He's a genius. He's brilliant for how he came at Will Smith. Everything is like so like, it's so one-sided. It's not fair, y'all. I looked at the comments. What about Chris Rock's children? They had to watch their dad get smacked across the face at the Oscars. What about Chris Rock's children? First off, the whole situation started and ended with Chris Rock. Had he not said anything about Jada, because this is not his first time, idiots. This is not his first time talking about Jada. He commented on Jada and her boycotting the Oscars. He went in on her. She was trying to get some type of fairness for black people. Instead of him being on the side of his own people, he chose to cape and tap dance for white people. Okay? And y'all sitting up here like I could grab the shit out of all of y'all, excuse my language, but y'all sitting up here going up for that. Like, it's so disgusting and deplorable for me, like, to witness that. It, like, oh, it really pisses me off. Y'all sitting up here like, and I'm gonna say this, because if enough people would hold Chris Rock accountable, I think Chris Rock would be like, you know what, I got slapped, I should just shut up. I would have respected Chris Rock more if he never spoke on it ever again. If he would have just did maybe an interview. But you go out on a comedy tour and you're taking this everywhere, in my opinion. And so many people are saying, oh, it was so smart, he's making so much money. Yeah, but at what price? Is this at the cost of your integrity? And are you telling me just because you're a comedian and everything, the excuse is, oh, I'm a comedian, I could say whatever I want to say? No, you shouldn't live like that. If you know that man don't want you talking about his wife, even Eddie Murphy made a joke about it. Why Eddie Murphy ain't going in on Will and Jay? Because he's smart enough and mature enough, and he has way better jokes than you. Like, Eddie Murphy is the GOAT. So he not doing this 1992 D.L. Hughley Def Comedy Jam. Oh, I'm gonna pick on the same people I always pick on. Y'all remember them comedians from the 90s, old Comic View comedians that want to pick on the same people over and over again. Then I guess he had went in on Michael Jackson. He talked about slaves. I didn't even get to hear all of it because I heard enough of it with that, like, Will and Jada talk, you guys. It was just so disgusting to me.
Talk about this but for some reason these put that on the internet. We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was...
Like, him... This is my issue with it, because he was talking about, and that's the last, you guys, I'm going to play of it, because it ain't even, worth it to play anymore. But he's making fun of, like, I guess, Will interviewing Jada on Red Table Talk, and, like, they are taking their platform as Black people, and they are having these deep, honest, transparent, transformative conversations about life, love, relationships, marriage. Like, they are giving the Black community everything that they need. Red Table Talk, whether you like it or not, it is medicine to people out here that is suffering from a mental space, from an emotional space, from a physical space. Like, watching a Red Table Talk episode is like, it's so healing, it's so refreshing, it's so warm. Like, it's that soft place to land that we all need as human beings. How dare you make a mockery of that? How dare you judge that, you shame that? And then the excuse is, well, he's a comedian. He does it to everybody. No, you don't mess with everybody, because what you could have did was found somebody else to talk about. You didn't do that. I'm a double down on Will Smith and his rich, okay, because Will got the big bucks. He got money. And he also got the woman that I thought that I should have. You're not even on her level. You are Pookie from New Jack City, and you're not that attractive. Will Smith is attractive. He's sexy. He's intellectual. Okay? I told y'all, I'm not even for, like, marriage all like that. I'm not married. But if Will Smith asked me to marry him, I would, like, do it without thinking, without breathing. Because he represents manhood. Like, he represents somebody to be proud of. He represents excellence. His woman walks side by side with him. And that's another thing I hate with the whole entanglement thing, because it was August Alsina that put all this out here. And then Jada had to address it because people kept like tweeting about it. So she had to, open up Pandora's box and explain everything, that way people would stop messaging her, questioning her. They was going to hold it over her head since she is the host of Red Table Talk, right? So she had to address it. There was no way to get around it. And you take like their truths and you play in their face, Chris Rock. You throw mud in these people's faces. It's not cool. It's not cute. To me, you have to have a certain level of decorum and integrity about yourself. You have to have like a certain reverence about yourself for other people, other celebrities. And he don't have that. Like, he is so ghetto, and like Chris Rock is the definition of a hood booger. Okay, like just ghetto, just first floor, don't know no better, just ignorant, stupid, disgusting, deplorable. Like, he's a bully, using a comedy to be a bully. I'm gonna read what the people is saying, you guys. Porsha was on the show commenting on it. Like, Porsha, you are so fake to me. I used to love Porsha, you guys, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She used to be fun. I always thought, she was beautiful. She, got the big booty, like to act silly, funny. She's a Cancer like me. So I could see some of myself in her, probably, the seasons, honey, before, she, before she started messing with Simon, honey, I like that Porsha, because she could be fun, but like you don't have any integrity either. And it's such a joke and a slap in the face that you're even like a host. Like, it's disgusting. Let me read what these people is saying. It's just really, it's too much. Okay, so one person says, last year, Will Smith did what he did. This year, Chris Rock said what he said. No, he needs to stop talking about this. Another person says Chris Rock is a real man for how he handled this, from when he was slapped to his comedy special. He will always have my respect. I feel like he is disgusting. Chris is one of the most respected voices in comedy, hands down. Another person says, I'm in stitches. He did make some good points. Jada Smith is the source of Will's anger. This is a man saying this, you guys. And they're saying this because we live in a society, especially with being African American people, that we feel like, well, it's normal if a man beat his woman. It's normal if a man cheat on his woman. Both of these adults agree within their marriage that they, are taking a break. And I guess that's when she decided to see August. She had her own personal stuff. And I know some of y'all will say, yeah, but that was her son's friend. She mentioned she had codependent issues at the time. I forgot. God forbid Jada be a human being and have struggles, right? She's supposed to be just so perfect, so together. She's so horrible. Like, I don't like when people take their honest truth, they share it with you, and you just weaponize it. And then some of us, we are, watching these narcissistic videos over and over again, crying our eyes out about how badly somebody did us, but we'll sit up here and laugh at somebody else's pain. We don't want nobody laughing at how that narcissist dogged and ditched us and, you know, disrespected us. We don't like that. Okay, we don't like that, but we'll do it to another person. Another person says Chris Rock killed it. I want to kind of go to shout out to Harvey at Your World, because I want to see because his commentary on this is just like everything, but I want to see what those people have to say about the Will Smith situation. Oh, another thing about Chris Rock and how obsessed he is with Jada. He actually did the special. I heard he did it in Baltimore. Y'all know that's where Jada is from. Like, just sick, just twisted, just so like obsessed and dark, and like, this is not about comedy anymore, you guys. It's not about comedy anymore. And y'all go and watch that clip. I think maybe Layla Lynn has it on her channel where she covered this maybe about a year ago. And she talked about Chris Rock's obsession with Jada. And guess what he said to Jada? This is, I think, when they were like newly married or something. He was like, Jada, you get an award for not saying Will Smith's name. Like, if that isn't obsessed, you guys, if that is not weird. Okay, so I'm in the comment section. Let me see what these people are saying. Yep, so the person has said the fact he did this special in Baltimore went over people's heads. Yep. They also talked about how Chris Rock has always been obsessed with Michael Jackson. Another person says, but yet some people still support Chris Rock after Will Smith slapped him. We are our own worst enemy. Yeah, like, y'all sit up as black people and be wondering why people have dogged you, have disrespected you, but just look at what you do when you get a little bit of free time. Look at what you do to your own people. Another person says they agreed with everything that Harvey said. Y'all go check out his video, his commentary he did on Chris Rock and the whole Will Smith situation. Y'all know Harvey is not here for that bullshiggity. I love that man. Okay, thank God for that man, honey. Look, that's a good man, Savannah. Harvey is a good guy. Because I just love, you know, how he understands all of this. He is so, like, educated, honey. The person goes on to say Chris deserved everything he got and more. What goes around comes around. Chris's reaping has yet to come. Yeah, he may be winning now, guys, but I just feel like it's gonna get bad for him. And then it's like, y'all sit up here and y'all shamed, like, Will. He violent. You know, he let that character he just played, you know, he let that get to him. At no point that man can't defend his wife. His black wife. I'm going to tell y'all something else about that place that I used to work at really quickly. There was a man that was there, and he was actually defending the white woman that was the bully to me. He was defending her. Don't say that about her. Don't say this. Your own kind, honey, they will sit up and take up for these white people. Don't say that. She ain't, you know, like, shut up. Why you defending this white woman? And I remember one time he told me, you a strong black woman. Exactly. As black women, we don't need no protection. Y'all will sit up here and protect white women, though. Y'all will do that. Like, it's disgusting. And y'all wonder why, you know, some black women have a disdain for black men, because it's like they don't see that you are like trying to protect your own. They don't like, you're not putting your foot down. You're not going hard. And that's one rule I have in a relationship with anybody I'm in relationship with. If you are not defending me in my absence when people are talking bad about me, you ain't got to ever worry about me being loyal to you. Okay? You get no love from me. I know I'm not too ghetto. Okay? I know I'm not too ghetto. But you ain't got a thing coming. I had one of my ex-boyfriends, guys. I'll never forget. He told me, you more loyal to Tony than you is me. I said, you want to know why? Because Tony defends my honor all the time. Tony don't run back and be telling me the bullshiggity that other people got to say about me like you do. Okay? Tony don't try to triangulate me. You do. Like people is crazy, honey. They be wanting you to be loyal and be, defend them, and they want like this one-sidedness, you guys. And I told y'all, anytime only one side is being taken like seriously, it's abuse, it's disrespect. We are not here on this planet to have a one-sided relationship with anybody. We are here to have mutually beneficial relationships. That's what we are here to do. Another person says, it is sad that our own people just don't get that he making fun of us for years. Even though I know that forever, I will slap the out of Chris and everybody trying to make Will look bad. He did the right thing. He did. A lot of people would be like, yeah, but you shouldn't promote violence. And I don't think any of us is promoting violence. It's just like, enough is enough. Like, when do you stop? And I told y'all, this whole situation with Chris Rock is nothing but feedback. It's feedback. And the feedback was for Chris Rock to stop talking about this man's wife. But he still didn't receive the message, guys. He got on that stage, doubled down on it, shucked and jived for white people. That man be out there tap dancing for white people. He would put his own people down, put them in lowest terms, just so he can look good to white people. He is a sellout. I said it. Don't get in them comments defending that fool, because I don't want to hear it. Okay? Another person says Chris Rock will lose a lot of fans with this one. First off, it wasn't funny, and he recycled old jokes from past specials. He seemed to have his foundation white supremacy tropes about people playing victim, only use black people as examples. Exactly. I heard he was talking about R. Kelly too. He was talking about some other people too. I told y'all my main focus is Will Smith, because I don't really, care for the character of the other people. Probably aside from Michael Jackson. I do love Michael Jackson. I do. The person goes on to say he never mentioned the word Karen or the Me Too liars or any white male offenders. He then tried to add a little compliment about Serena as cover, but he wasn't fooling anybody. Was he talking about Serena too? Our tennis player, honey? I know he wasn't talking about her. And then some of y'all stupid because y'all was like, yeah, but, if he has something against black people, why would he have black daughters? Child, it's a lot of people that screw their own people and still will screw them over. Okay? That don't mean nothing. Are y'all crazy? Another person says Will Smith does so many things right, but he has a moment and now it makes black people look bad. Exactly. Will Smith is something to be proud of. Will Smith has a legacy. And Chris Rock, you attacking that? You attacking that because you jealous? And it's like what Denzel said to Will. Like, sometimes people be coming after you not because you did anything wrong, but because you seem to have a way to like do a lot of stuff right. You know, like, and that man, like, I know Will Smith is not a perfect man, but like, I love Will Smith, you guys. I can't explain it. Another guy I think that's a good guy is, and this is way off topic, but Heavenly's husband, Damon. He got my birthday, guys, July 15th. That's a good man, Savannah. Like, his mannerisms, his respect level, his maturity level, like, I'm not afraid to admit when I see a good man, when I see a man like that cares about family, the black family. He has a wife, he has children, he's still cool with his ex-wife, he makes sure she good too, and his other son with her, he makes sure he good, he's included in the family. Will Smith is just everything. Like, I love me some Will Smith. Okay? And hell, yeah, I will square up for Will Smith. Okay? So watch what you say. Okay? Because Miss Robinson do got them hands. I mean, I'm just saying though. Okay? Another person says, when we disrespectful to one another, we open the door wide open for others to do the same. We don't have any friends, and too many have fallen for the lowest denomination. Chris Rock has shown how low and nothing to low he is willing to go when it comes to us. He strictly is seeking approval from those that despise us. Exactly. He's too old for this. Exactly. He's too old. Another person says Will needs to slap him again. Yes, somebody do something. And I don't, listen, I don't wish bad on him, but when I say I feel like something like is going to happen, like I can hear it on the news now, somebody that tackled him down to the damn ground. I'm serious. Somebody gonna get fed up with this, you guys, and act on Will Smith's behalf. Another person says, I'm a married man, and all these men that are calling Will Smith a simp aren't even married. Does Jada deserve Will's protection? And in my opinion, no, but that's still his wife. You was doing good until you said she don't deserve any protection. And sir, you're probably saying she doesn't deserve any protection because you have this one-sided, abusive mind state when it comes to marriages and relationships. You think only the man is allowed to cheat, only the man can get bored with the relationship. Like, a lot of you all like subscribe to that narrative, and I need for you to like get out of that. We are not back in the 1940s or 50s. Okay? Y'all need to get rid of that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Jada deserves protection. Okay? And you have so many women playing into this. Yeah, but she messed with August Alsina. She was on a break from her husband. She was confused within her marriage. But they should just break up. They should just leave. They didn't build so much together. It's just like, we not gonna break up because we family for life. We gotta keep this going. We have a legacy to our children. And if we want to mess with other people on the side, we go sit up here and have a conversation about it and decide what we are going to do within this marriage. Only we can define what we do within this marriage. I have respect for that because some of you all, and I'm going to say this because I've seen it with my own two eyes, some of you all are within relationships and you are within marriages where you are in an open marriage. You are in an open relationship because you best believe when your man gets to work, he got a little work boo and he playing all up in her face, smiling and laughing and giggling. And I done seen it. I done seen many a men start messing with the women at their jobs, all while they married, all while they in these relationships with you. They hanging out with you, Okay, but they are not loyal to you. And for y'all to have this like loyalty to men that a lot of times don't really have it with you. This is not everybody's marriage or relationship, right? But I'm speaking, right? I'm letting y'all know what I've seen. So y'all like to laugh and joke when it comes to Will Smith and his marriage to Jada, and their marriage is a joke, it's a sham, but they are doing something that a lot of you all are not doing within your marriages and your relationships. They're actually having a honest human to human conversation about loyalty, about fidelity, about where are we really at in this marriage. We done been together for over 20 plus years. Ain't nobody with nobody over no 10 years, no 20 years. Ain't nobody not changing. People change. Yes, they still may love you, but they may want to experience something else. Okay? And to just think that, oh, well, they should just break up. They should just get a divorce. Of course they could do that if that's what they want to do. But if they choose to keep their family together and have their little side pieces on the side, what's wrong with it? At least they didn't talk about it. At least it was a discussion about it. Y'all men ain't discussing nothing with y'all. Some of y'all women out here cheating. You ain't discussing nothing. You lying. Okay? You up here lying. You being fake about your real feelings about your man and your marriage, and men, y'all doing the same thing. Y'all being fake with y'all women about how y'all really feel, how you've really changed and you may want something else. We get upset, guys, when we have open dialogue, we have open discussions about things we should be talking about. We resent Will and Jada because they don't represent what we think they should do. They should just break up then, you know? Ain't no such thing as an open marriage or relationship. There is not only one way to have a relationship. Okay? If you want your relationship closed, that's fine. You got to let your mate know that. If you want your relationship open, you got to let your mate know that. But no, I'm going to tell y'all what these people from back in the day do. They want to be sneaky about it because it feels good when they out here cheating on you and you don't know nothing about it. Sleeping with somebody else. We saw what Martell Holt did to Melody. Okay? Out here doing stuff behind that woman's back. Because it feels so good. He ain't even with the side chick that he cheated on her with. He ain't even gave her a baby. Did what most niggas do. Gave her a baby. Put her on the bench. Still didn't have no relationship with her. Didn't marry her. Okay? Y'all have to quit with that, being sneaky with stuff and like looking down on other people that have honesty within their marriage or relationship. Y'all have to quit. I'm all about the honesty. You know? I'm with that because that's what's real. This other stuff y'all talking about, it ain't real to me. Oh, another person makes a good point. Chris Rock won't clown Amy Robach or her husband. If he ever uses that in his sketch, he will use it to drag TJ Holmes. Y'all gotta look at that. The person goes on to say Chris Rock tap dances profusely. At the end, he said his parents taught him not to fight in front of white people. What does that tell you? That your behavior is tailored for white people. That's who you care about. I told y'all, that's all he do is tap dance for white people. Shuck and jive. Throw his own people under the bus for white people. He don't care about his own people. And y'all up here supporting the buffoonery. And you wonder why don't nobody take us seriously. Another person says Chris Rock is just deflecting. That was not funny at all. He been making jokes about Jada and Will for years. Chris Rock's day is coming, and they are going to turn on him sooner than he thinks. Yeah, he made something that I feel, you guys, in this life is going to happen to him. I'm telling you, it's going to change his limited perspective. Wow, this person said something really good. Chris Rock is the comedic equivalent to Stephen A. Smith. Chris don't get paid to just tell jokes. He gets paid to say the racist things white folks want to say but can't. And because he's black and rich, black folks let him get away with it. Exactly. Child, Michael Jackson's nephew called Chris Rock out. I was here for it. Okay, and he was clapping that Will smacked him. Honey, it was so funny. So funny. I was like, yes, get him. All right, you guys, that is all I have to say about that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.